Folks, Sunday River Lions Den, back for another round for you folks. You want to pick the worst house on the best block. This house was horrible. We spent more money on demolition and trash on this house than we have ever done on any house ever. Each of the giant bins you guys see when you're driving down people's properties, you see those bins outside, they're about 5 tons. We had to order 7 of them at a little under $1,000 a piece, almost $7 grand in just the containers, not including the manpower, not including the dump prices. You know, it really affected our budget. We went way over budget by, I think, about $15,000, and a good 2/3 of that was the demo and trash. So again, folks, plan for those things. It has this house 4430 Cimarron Street. It's our 3rd house on Cimarron Street. We sold 7037 like 8-9 months ago, 511 Cimarron Street, and now we have 4430. It's one of the great streets. It has all the palm trees and all that stuff. Prime LA. Anywho, back to this property. We went over budget and went over time. Normally we do about 6 weeks, maybe extensively 8. We went 12 weeks in this property. 12 weeks. So I was a little upset with my crew, my GC, with my team, with a little bit of everybody. Because it was a cumulative effort of everyone that made this, you know. The good thing is I got it at a very good price, so still make money. And like Paul Jen told y'all, doesn't matter your rehab, it doesn't matter your ERV, only matters what you bought it at. And we bought it at a great price. So we got it at a really good price. I have room for those little mess ups. I'll still make money, obviously, you know, but I should have made a lot more. But again, anytime you go over budget, folks, and you spend too much, that comes right out of your expected profit, right out. You know, if you went to the store to buy, you know, 2 loaves of bread and some meat to make hamburgers, and you budget $25 and you spend $50, well, then you went over. Just the raw numbers, folks. But let's go inside this house and show you what we got done. Let's go inside. Oh, folks, I love the way brand new. I think I tell you over and over again in other videos. There's 2 days I love. I love closing day, and I love when we get keys, recording day, and get the demo. Jose will show you the before, and we'll get to the after now. This place, man, it's literally, you know, I tell everybody, my goal is to transform our city and community one house at a time. You know, and every time we get a house and when you see the end product and someone, family comes, they purchase and we hand them their keys, it makes you feel good. Obviously, you know, you're in here to make a profit as well, but you feel good about what you've done. That's why I tell everybody, we have to do good work. You can't use the wrong gauge wire on the Romex. You can't use the wrong ampage on your power panel. You can't use the wrong support beams when you're holding up the roof. You know, you hurt somebody. You know, you have to live with that kind of stuff. Not just the monetary values or things, you have to live with this stuff. So I like knowing that, hey, I'm giving someone a product, and it's a good product. Again, folks, like I always tell you, I love redoing the original wood for our floors. Man, so we did a little different this time. We did a stain. Normally I like that little bright, fresh color like light wood, but this one had some old stains in it from being 100 years old. So we had the same guys we use on every house, use the machines, holding cut into pieces, and then we did a little bit of darker stain on this, a walnut, to match some of those little aberrations from over the last 100 years, and it looks great. The flooring looks awesome, and it blends in with everything. You really can't tell any other problems. Now, one of the things we did over here that Isabel wanted to do, this is more like an office, but we give them the option. Have it as a room if you want, or you can make it into an office again. And I think I showed you one of the other videos on Instagram, had this real stupid swinging thing, so we cut that whole thing out and put in sliding doors. And again, folks, your design, your team, whoever wants to do that, find somebody or use an AutoCAD program or whatever. Because you have to do things like this. We built a little bit of a hallway here. I mean, I'm sorry, we took away the hallway and we added more room. These rooms are very spacious. So this is actually a big room. It's not even the primary, and this is a big room. Has 2 doors, 1 for each side. But in through here, we added about, what is this, like 3.5 feet to this room, you know, instead of doing the hallway, which is great. You know, you want to give people ample stuff, especially as your kids grow. I have 5 children. When they were 2 and 3 years old, they didn't care where they slept. As they got to teenagers, I have a son and some girls, and my son was like, I'm not sleeping in the same room as girls anymore. And my girls are twins and my other daughter, and they're like, I don't want this. I want this room. I want to paint my own. So, you know, these are for families going to be here obviously 10, 15 years usually. Some people stay longer than that. So you want to be able to have space for them to grow. And then all the staging, you know, everyone's the team effort. I own the staging company. Here, brand new windows, double argon glass, and then boom. This kitchen, look at the previous videos, folks, and you'll see, and Jose will show you the before and after. It was so small and tiny. like no room. I didn't think we were gonna make it work. It was my biggest fear because the biggest selling point in any house and anywhere is the kitchen. Look at that, folks. Number 1 is kitchen, 2 is bathrooms, 3 is size. The kitchen is the most important thing. So I was really worried about the kitchen. As you can see, we opened it up. Huge place to go ahead and throw your drinks on, have your friends entertain. Cabinetry, backsplash, dishwasher, stove, more cabinets over here, and then a little flow into your pantry cabinets, and then boom, you have your washer and dryer area. Now let's go check out the primary. The master, let's talk about the master. We all mad about the primary master. Man. And then this one has a sliding barn door. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. I get too excited about stuff. Sorry, folks. I get super excited about each house that we do, the new things that we do, the new things that we try. You know what I mean? It's like, I wish I could live in all my houses and keep them all, never sell them. But I mean, it's not possible unless I'm a trillionaire. But, you know, turn the hallway closet into a hallway bathroom. It was a closet before. And of course, the primary. You got a lot more room in this bad boy. Lots of natural lighting, huge space, and then you got your gigantic closet for his and her. And then in the bathroom, boom. Walk in the bathroom. So we had a little issue with another property. I put, you know, the cool stand-up shower and everything, dual vanity for the people. But the lady had a young child, and when you have babies, you have to bathe your babies. So the new law in California is you're no longer required to put tubs in a restroom. So I thought I'd be slick, and I put a tub in one of the houses, and it hurt. Everyone kept complaining about having a tub. So we put a tub in this one, in case you have small children, you want to bathe them in there. And then you have a stand-up shower, just all cool double shower like I like. I haven't laid down and taken a bath in 30 years. But, again, too, my wife loves to freaking get her little thing and relax and do stuff. You know, so, again, putting tubs in. My mistake, I made the bad call on that, and I got to own up to those mistakes. In the end, folks, you want to sit in the big chair, you want to have the big title, you make mistakes, you got to own up to them, and it was my mistake. So, we built this garage from the ground up. From the ground up. There was nothing there. Nothing there. Ain't nothing you can't do for it over and over again, as long as you get the manpower experience and the money. So we literally framed it up, drywall, we cut to the ground, and you can see there we ran electrical through here. It's a little messy, folks, but forgive us. And so we built the garage, folks, from the ground up. You can see, brand new framing, brand new roof, brand new electrical, garage door opener, garage door. Now, let me remind you guys, folks, right now we are training 2 new flippers, Arshia, Arsal, how y'all doing? And so I've trained a lot of flippers over the last like 7, 8 years, 5 of them, I think. And one thing I remind them is when you're plans, what people do. There's a GC, general contractor, folks, in case you forget what that means. The GC is gonna handle the builds, the permits, stuff, the construction, but he doesn't do certain things. HVAC is not included, landscape is not included. Same thing with garage door. We have a garage door guy. What's up, Noe, how are you? He's our guy, Noe Benegas, does all our garages. And so once they're done putting in power and all that stuff, I'll call that guy, he'll come in and do the door while they're doing the rest of the stuff. Same thing, folks, like you want to balance that out. Like while they're doing stuff, I call my landscaping guys to come do the ground and till it and everything else. Because grass takes almost 3 or 4 weeks to grow. Ricky and I learned a long time ago. What's up, Rick? A long time ago. It takes time to grow grass. You can't just presto magical change grass goes out of the ground. You gotta water it, you gotta feed it, take care of it, gotta get green and nice. So you call the landscaping guy to do your grass while you're doing the building the outside. If you tell your GC to stop what he's doing to go find a guy to get grass, a little harder. Or you can do what I do sometimes, I cheat and buy sod. So you see sod in the front, natural grass here in the back. So again, you know, gotta balance out, is it in the budget? Can we afford it? But let's go back and show you the rest of the house. Come on with me. And so, like I said, folks, just like more than anything, you want to clean up the property, make it look good again, and make it livable, fix everything, but don't do too much. Like back here, I'm not gonna overthink it. We cut out all the shrubs, we got rid of all those things, leave it there, and the new owner will plant roses they want or make a garden, whatever they want. It's gonna be their house. It's only yours temporarily. So we put in a new wood fence, and again, we paid for it. The neighbor was like, sure, you're paying for it? Go ahead. You know, no one ever says no. Like I told you folks, we cut to the ground, ran power back there, upgraded the power panel to 200 amp for today's standards, because, you know, 100 amp, don't cut it no more. Just cleaned everything up. Out of the way, wood smells all fresh. Cleaned it all up, folks. It's not rocket science. Flipping houses 101. And then folks, like I said, make everything look nice again. And I told you guys 100 times on different properties that we've done, that wooden fence looks great, but it's really not all that real. We get the original metal frame from the ugly metal fence. We cut out all the end sections and we run the boards across. So the stabilizing frame, you have to go run a new pipe down, spend more money, change everything out. Literally just use existing product. And that's the big deal about flipping. I want you to remember that. Doing development or run up production is a very different thing. The reason why we're successful, I can't compete with CBRE or KB, those big home builders. They build homes from the ground. They buy whole entire, what do they call them, developments, but their product takes a lot longer to get on the ground. Or I'm sorry, get out on the market. 6 to 9 months probably, or I can buy a home and have it back on the market within 45 to 60 days. Preferably 45 or 30. Sometimes it goes a little longer. But that product, I buy it, fix it, put it back in the market, sell it over and over again. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. If you can do that, folks, you can make good money. Let's just say you do one flip a year, which is not great, but I mean, that's still getting there. So you do 2 flips a year. Say you can do 3 with the same amount of money. You can literally transfer that money from house to house to house. If you do 2 a year, good. If you do 3, do the numbers. Buy, sell, run your money, triple it. Not a bad job, folks. We do that with 6, 7 houses at a time. But that's the flipping game. That's why you call it flipping a house. Not building a house, not development. It's a different type of real estate. And this is the thing I tell everybody they don't understand. There are so many facets of real estate. When you say something, I'm going to put up a real estate closing thing for them so they can see. There'll be all title, escrow, insurance, origination fee, wire fee, tie-in fee, all these stupid fees, but everyone is getting paid on that bad boy. So again, folks, there are many ways you can do this job. You don't just gotta be a flipper. You can be an agent, you can be a TC, you can be a lender, you can do a loan. There's so many things you can do. But you gotta like and subscribe here first, because we're giving you all the info and all that juicy stuff for free. I don't charge you like, I don't charge you, folks. We want you to win, because we're winning. You ever need anything, folks, you can like and comment. Comment in the sections. You can email us. You can call the office. You can do so many ways to get a hold of us, as everybody else has. Arshia, Arsal, Kayla, Ryan, Anthony, everybody else. You can see everyone who's come through. And I charge everybody nothing. I don't want your money. We don't need your money. Now, if you're an investor, whole different thing. If you're an investor, again, get a hold of us. We pay 10% return for you folks. All right, on your money. Market, they say, is bad. It's not bad. You got to buy a product at a certain price. Do something with it, and then sell it. So don't buy high. If you buy high, then you don't money. I tell you all the time, I don't buy turnkey properties. Don't worry about the market. Don't worry about the rates. Nothing to do with what we do. Make sure you buy correctly, stay within budget, put it in the market, sell it. All right, folks, anything you need, we're here for you. We're winning. Want you to win. Take care of yourselves out there, bro, folks. Lions and out.